think that those stories should be brought into awareness more. I'm sure a lot of people don't know that there are a lot of dowry deaths in Far East countries.
Wait, explain that because my girls might not know what dowry deaths are.
Do you know what dowry deaths are?
No.
So it's basically when a woman is married off, she's supposed to, as part of the culture, give the husband's family a sum of money. And when they're not given that appropriate, the amount of money, the women are battered, abused, and even sometimes killed. So it's very sad to know, but we're not aware of this because it's not, it's not in our culture and it's not in our media. So those stories, I find personally should be brought more into awareness of our culture and of our people. And on a professional level, what I deal with is domestic violence. Victims and patients who come in who are victims of violence, they're not necessarily, they don't come in and say, oh, I've been hit. You'll see lacerations, you'll see bruises on them, and they'll say, oh, I fell down, or I got injured somehow. And it's up to us as a physician to really look at the signs and the symptoms and to ask them the right questions to make them feel comfortable to tell us, that no, it wasn't that, because it doesn't look like it could be just, oh, I fell down the stairs. So that's very important to me personally and professionally, to really look at victims of domestic violence, and even elderly abuse is another common thing that we don't really think about a lot, but they're also victims, they're also scared, and they don't come out really and tell us that they're being abused at home. So those things are, I think, should be brought out more in our community.
And Camille?
I mean, there have been some stories lately that have really, about women being brutalized, that really, impacted me in a way that, I take to heart. I say that a lot, but I do. There's one story that never made the newscast because it was just too much. A young lady, she was Latina, she apparently, according, from what we can understand, was texting a man that wasn't her boyfriend, and her boyfriend found out, and he decided to strip her naked and make her go out on the street in her neighborhood, and all the time he's filming her and asking her why she's cheating, and she's naked, she has no clothes, and he filmed it, and you saw the video. It's the most degrading thing that I've seen in a long time, and he was charged with various things for abuse and all that, and should be locked up for a long time. And we had to make the decision. Ultimately, I had to make the decision on whether we were going to air that video or not, and whether telling her story was going to be a benefit to her or a detriment to her. And to have she was naked. I've said that a bunch of times. So we decided not to air the story because there was no way that we could tell it and show that video. And it was, something that really, really hit me hard. And, it's just going back to surrounding yourself with good people and making sure that the people that you love, even sometimes who may be hurtful, you figure out a way to disassociate yourself with them. So that's one thing, one story that was really awful. And then there was another story that we did cover. It was in Connecticut, in this very or was it Westchester, very nice neighborhood, beautiful home, a New York lawyer who police ended up shooting and killing because he attacked his family. So he attacked his teenage son and daughter and his wife with like some sort of knife. And the police shot and killed him, and the next day the wife came out with a statement defending her husband, even though he had stabbed repeatedly her son and her daughter and almost tried to kill her, and that that he was a good person, and that to me was a clear sign. And this is me, not the journalist, this is me, Camille, as a person, a clear sign of somebody who's been abused for many, many years, that even in his death, even after he's attacked her family, that she still was defending him. And that story was like, wow. So, I mean, unfortunately, I do see these types of stories every day, but our job is to make sure we're giving a voice. So if we talk to someone who's been abused or been attacked, that we're providing a voice to them, and also showing people out there who don't have a voice that they can, overcome, or that they should take action to remove themselves from a bad situation.
Yeah, denial is probably one of the most serious components of self-abuse and domestic abuse, because you can't live a lie, and eventually the truth will come out. So, you know, try as much as possible to rise above that denial.